And welcome back to the Stone and Crane Show. Today we are accompanied by a special guest, Trace Ermy. He is a professional at bowling, so round of applause.
Thank you.
10 out of 10 would kick my ass any day on the lanes. I'd kick him on the course.
Left-handed too.
You're not fucking asshole.
I could beat you with bumpers, dude.
You think so? What do you like? Have to hit the bumpers?
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, maybe you got a chance.
Twice.
Oh, jeez. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Mr. Sick Guy over there was sick last week, so
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
can't keep the schedule, man.
Guy.
The worst part is the week before we made 2 videos, and instead of thinking, hey, we should just save one and just like get ahead, I was like, we'll just post them like both,
It works.
and then not have a video the following Wednesday. Whatever. Maybe one day we'll get it under control.
Yeah.
Okay. So we wanted to talk about Batman. Just released to HBO, so now everyone that is broke can watch it.
Well, I'm not.
I mean, you still gotta pay for HBO. And
I
HBO's
mean-
not cheap either.
How much is it?
It's like, I know it's over 10 for sure
What's that?
Yeah, like Netflix is 20, isn't it?
nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Peacock's like 5.
Yeah.
I don't have Peacock.
Yeah, I got that too.
Do you have Peacock?
HBO Max is like 12 or 15
Yeah,
or something like that.
13 I think.
Yeah, it's like right around there. I don't know. I use my brother's.
There you go.
I do that with Netflix. She's my brother.
Yeah, we all share. Like we use Skylar's mom's Netflix, but she uses our Disney Plus or something. So
They're trying to crack it down on all that crap. Dude.
trying to. I haven't noticed
Go back
anything
to
yet.
anything.
I haven't noticed anything yet, so
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll
if
see.
we actually do it.
right. So as I said, Batman, the Batman, starring Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson.
Man, I'm terrible at names. Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz, yeah.
Kravitz.
I really liked her Catwoman.
Great, dude. It's great. I like it. I'm a fan.
I haven't watched the original Catwoman, but I'd almost say she was my favorite.
She was good, dude. I mean, I liked her better than Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Once again, those characters in Nolan's Batman, they were different from
Yeah,
everything else.
yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't like her as much as Michelle Pfeiffer, but that's just
Okay.
childhood me and
Right.
just the way that it was made and stuff. The Tim Burton style with her Catwoman was fantastic. So it was a little darker, a little more fucked up, but no, she did great, man. I'm a fan, so I liked it.
We
It
also
was different, that's for sure.
yeah. We also had Jeffrey Wright.
Great. The casting in this movie was fantastic.
Oh, dude, top to bottom.
Yeah, so
I don't think I hated a single character.
I love Paul Dano, man, and him as the Riddler.
I don't even know half.
Portrayal of the Riddler. I liked a lot.
What's up?
Count Farrell was in it?
Yeah, he was Penguin. He was wore a fat suit.
He wore a fast suit.
Dude, he was amazing as a Penguin.
Yeah,
Really?
That was fucking awesome.
he is fantastic, man. And Turturro as Carmine Falcone.
See, I didn't know about that at first because he, at least films that I recently remember, he usually plays like a goofy guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew he had the ability to play something a little more serious, but I felt like he played really well too.
Yeah, he's great, dude. John Turturro is one of those people forget about him a lot, man. He's such a good actor, dude. I've seen a lot of movies he's been in. He's fantastic every time. So
Transformers, right?
Yeah,
he-
that's probably where he gets his biggest. I think that's probably his biggest screen, other than maybe this now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well,
And he was kind of goofy in that, so that's why I feel like he
He
gets off.
belongs in more comedy movies, I think, or funnier parts.
He was like
Yeah.
the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Oh, Brother
Oh
One.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you think he was in? You don't mess with the Zohan, right? So he played the other terrorist guy.
Man.
He was in Mr. Deeds, played the butler. It's great in that. And so yeah, he
Few
usually
Adam
plays
Sandler
like
movies.
comedy movies and stuff like that. But he was really good in Secret Window. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's an old Johnny Depp movie based off a book. And he's in that. He's more serious type character. And that is great in that.
You're such a turd. We also got a third guest. Or second guest. He counts as two. That's how annoying
What
he
did you
is.
think of Andy Serkis' Alfred?
So this was like the one casting I didn't know about. Well,
Yeah, he was in a Marvel movie, Black Panther, wasn't he?
Yeah.
yeah, he was also in Age of Ultron. But yeah, because he usually plays the villain, right? Even outside of those Marvel movies, he's usually the villain. So playing as Alfred, it was different.
Yeah, it was nice to see him. It's nice to see him get on screen. 'Cause a lot of time he just does the CGI stuff. He's been in.
Yeah, he's done a lot of CGI stuff too. A lot of voice work.
The biggest one was Gollum, right? So he played Gollum in
Yep.
all of the Lord of the Rings and stuff. So
Yep.
yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought he did a good job. I don't know where I'd rank him at. I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it's tough. He didn't get a ton of screen time.
Yeah.
And he didn't get. I felt like they could have maybe used him in, him as the actor. They could have definitely gone with the more like active Alfred versus a more Alfred that just stays at Wayne Manor. You know, because there's definitely a lot of iterations of Alfred getting out into the field.
Sure. Yeah.
So, and maybe they will, if they continue this, which obviously all signs point towards them potentially, at least within the movie, they gave themselves outs for bringing on sequels and whatnot to this franchise, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
So,
Quick flash of the Joker, right? So,
yep.
Spoiler alert, I guess.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, kind of late on the spoiler alert shit. But
This whole thing is spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I was pretty surprised. I went into it with like, I don't know, man, just the most open mind I possibly could, because we've had so many Batman movies, and there's just like, here's another Batman. But I watched it yesterday, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Thought it was great.
What do you think?
I don't like it. No. Well, like I said, it's just different, and I don't really like different, I guess.
Yeah,
And they really did a good job of bringing in actors and actresses that you wouldn't really see in this type of a role. Mm-hmm. And I also don't really. It's not really my.
Not your forte.
Just like what's his name in Ozark, the show Ozark. I love him as an actor, but the show Ozark, I don't like, because I feel like he's more of a
comedian,
comedic actor.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just, and also I know it's probably how it's supposed to be, but I didn't like how dark they portrayed Batman as. Like a younger kid, or like a younger guy who kind of seemed like more goth to me.
Yeah.
It's just not. I don't know.
Yeah, he's definitely the more emo Batman.
Yeah.
All of them, right?
Yeah, you definitely see that younger side of Bruce Wayne, though, where, I mean, I guess technically we were supposed to see that in Dark Knight, but he kind of... we kind of skipped over some growing pains.
He's like young, and then he's gone for like 7 years, right?
Yeah, and all the shows that he went and learned, and I guess learned underneath those guys.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're making the age of the Pattinson's Batman, but I mean, I'm thinking that he's got to be in his early 20s, right? His mid 20s at least.
Yeah, early. Yeah, mid, even maybe late. It depends.
Yeah,
you can definitely tell. He's got. They all knew who he is. He's got obvious experience, in Gotham.
Yeah, it was like year 2.
His fight, yeah, he's got the skills, so he's been trained one way or another. They kind of peeked that he was trained under Alfred, which
Alfred trained him. Yeah, I liked all the journaling aspect of it.
Right.
I really dug that. It kind of reminded me of like The Watchmen with like Rorschach.
Yep.
And like that sound, some of the over talking. I got that feeling like as soon as it started, he's like talking and he's doing the narration. I was like, this is just like the opening of Watchmen, like Rorschach talking about the city being scum and all this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I dug that a bunch. I dug that take on it to get a little bit more, I guess, into the mind of Batman. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they portrayed more of the detective side of Batman throughout this movie too. Yeah. And, in the sense of it being more of a crime film rather than an action film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, although that car chase scene I thought was awesome. him fucking flying through the flames or whatever, the explosion, and the Penguin just being like, oh shit, is awesome.
That's what I was gonna bring up, the car chase scene, because like car chase scenes in movies, right, they're always awesome, if they're done right and stuff. The way they filmed this one to me was like, it was unique. I had to watch it twice, so I watched it and then I rewinded it and watched that scene again, just because of like some of the camera angles they were using was just completely different from like other car chase scenes.
Right.
Okay. They're like slapping on the side of the car so you can see backwards, and then like right on the Penguin's face, and you can only barely see behind him a little bit. So like some of that chasing stuff was just interesting to not get like a whole car.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that Batmobile
right?
too.
Yeah, that Batmobile.
Oh, that's got a mean. That's a mean noise that thing makes. Mean engine.
Yeah, that I think that takes over as my favorite Batmobile, man.
Does it really?
Yeah, more than the Tumbler. I dig
Tumbler
that.
was cool, but
once again, it's not bad. It's military shit. The Bale Batman's all military.
Yeah.
It's all military equipment. So it's just completely different from your bootstrapping Batman, creating inventions and making it, and having Alfred do all the other shit.
Sure.
But yeah, the car chase scene was great. It was like, that's cool. And then that scene at the end too, it comes over the fire. It's awesome.
Yeah.
What did you think of the suit?
Suit was cool. I did look into, or I did see a post on kind of the whole like skull thing with his mask, on why it's kind of the way it is.
I don't think I see anything on that.
Yeah, they were saying how it's supposed to represent more of a skull instead of just being a cover-up mask.
Yeah, I can see that.
So.
Yeah, I dug it, dude. I like the look of it, man. I like the look of him. His Batman I enjoyed it a bunch, man. It reminded me a lot of like Batman Beyond Batman, because he's like tall and slender, versus the last couple guys we got were massive individuals. Ben Affleck and Bale are 200 plus pounds in those movies, fitting in those suits. So it's different to see a guy who's a little thinner play Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't count the Batman and Robin and Batman Forever.
What? You don't like the nipples?
No, not a fan of the nipple Batman. The only redeeming quality to those separate movies is Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Yep.
And then Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Those the only redeeming qualities of this. I'll probably rewatch this one again this weekend, just to sit through it a little bit more. Probably turn the brightness up on my TV a little bit.
I was kind of wondering if oh geez, Catwoman's girl was gonna end up being Poison Ivy or not. Well, she can still technically be, because Poison Ivy she dies before she becomes Poison Ivy in at least some iterations. But I don't know. She also usually is a redhead, so.
Yeah. I don't think any of that matters in this movie. What they look like, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, like,
I think they do a pretty good job
the
making.
Riddler?
There's Riddlers that look like that.
That's the one gripe that I've heard from other people on the interwebs is
it's
they
like,
didn't like the Riddler.
No.
They didn't like his cover up.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. See, where I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great. I'm so tired of the recycled crap that we get with like the MCU and stuff like that. So it's nice to see something completely different from what I would normally, see. I'm still gonna love the new Thor. The new Thor is gonna be great. I'm sure.
It looks good. Little bit that they gave us.
Yeah.
Recently.
So we'll see. It could be trash, but I doubt it.
Oh,
I haven't seen.
I know Ragnarok's hard to top, but
haven't seen anything on it.
We'll see.
It's just a short. They do a short little clip of him. They don't really give you much on what the film's really going to be about. Those are the kind of trailers I like.
Yeah,
they give you
half minute 12 or something like that.
Yeah, it was barely over a minute. Yeah. So it looks good though.
Did you not like the suit, Trace?
For Batman?
Yeah, for Batman.
I mean, Batman suit wasn't too bad, no. I didn't mind it. Nothing really to complain about.
Didn't like the Riddler suit though?
No. It's hard to screw up the Bat suit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you get somebody with a decent costume design and ideas, I think you can come up with a good idea.
As long as you don't put nipples on it.
What's that?
As long as you don't put nipples on it.
Yeah, just don't put nipples on it.
Jesus Christ.
I
I wonder how many people saw that design, saw the nipples there, and were like, passes. Pass.
I mean, yeah, it worked. Got George Clooney to be Batman.
Oh, Clooney, you'd think he'd whatever. I don't know.
Money.
Money, yeah, money makes you do some weird things.
I mean, we almost got Nicolas Cage Superman, so.
Ugh.
I wonder what that would have been like.
Dude, I'm ready for the Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah, me and Rebecca were talking about it earlier. It looks good.
Yeah, it does. You seen that? They got Nicolas Cage. He literally plays himself in the movie. It looks. You should watch a preview of it or whatever. But
good, yeah.
Trailer for it. It looks awesome. Classic. Did you ever end up watching that Five Nights at Freddy Nicolas Cage movie?
No, dude, I've never.
You gotta watch it, man. That's fucking awesome.
I've watched a bunch of his other ones that he's done in the last few years, but I just haven't. That's probably the best one I've read too. That people love that freaking movie. So.
Doesn't say a goddamn word in it either.
Yeah. It's so weird for Nicolas Cage not.
I know, but it's quite awesome.
Yeah.
It is in like a B-rated movie type deal. It is awesome.
Yeah.
So, don't expect fireworks, but it's enjoyable.
Do you have any idea where you'd rank this Batman in your Batmans?
No, I'd have to sit down and like really.
Well, Trace is dead last, right?
Dead last in terms of.
I mean, I can't really say I've watched a lot of the Batmans. I guess I don't really go as far back as Bale. I guess I haven't even watched the Keaton ones.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch those. Those are great. First one's, it's 1989. It's
there's very much
what they had in 1989 to make a movie. Keaton's Batman doesn't turn his neck; he's like this the whole time, so it's a little weird. But the second one, Batman Returns, is fantastic. amazing casting and just really well done. But
I don't know.
yeah,
If that's well, if history repeats itself, the second the Batman second, whatever, the second to this one is gonna be better, right? Because that's what the same thing with Bale's. The second Batman movie was definitely the best of the three, and
yeah, that first one still holds up though, man. I've rewatched all three of them recently, and that first one holds up.
What do you like better, the first or third one?
First one.
Yeah, I figure. I know how you feel about the third one, anyways.
I enjoyed the third one. I like Bane.
Yeah,
I'm not a hater.
That's what I'm saying is I think you would have liked it more if Bane was the villain.
I don't like the ending of Bane.
Yeah, you don't like that.
That's what knocks that movie down for me. Is like
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
You build them up, and then it's just kind of blah.
It's this girl that you already know.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's fine. I get it. I get what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
The Batman Begins was amazing, man. And at that time, what was that, 04?
Was it really that far ago? That long ago? Number 3, I mean?
No, I'm talking about Batman Begins.
Okay. I was about to say.
Oh yeah, 05.
Okay.
So, and when that came out, the last Batman we had was either like cartoon stuff or freaking George Clooney. So coming in and like getting a new Batman was pumped. I was like, what was I, 18 or 19? I was stoked. Yeah, I mean, I like all three of them, but yeah, the second one.
Yeah, the second Dark Knight movie is still. I'd put that over this one.
That movie, Dark Knight, is like one of my favorite. I argue that's like one of the best movies ever made. Period. I love that movie so much, man. It holds up to Shawshank Redemption.
You put it on Shawshank Redemption scale?
It definitely gets the Shawshank Redemption tag.
We were rating movies. And originally we were doing 1 through 10. You rewatched Shawshank. He's like, nah, now it's a 1 through Shawshank.
1 through Shawshank. Yeah. Everything's 1 through Shawshank now. So this actually, I gave this one a 9.
A 9? Oh, this Batman?
9. Yeah. Yeah.
Trace is like 0.
Oh yeah. And I get it. I get why. Like, cause I've read a lot of comments, what people didn't like about it and stuff like that. And I see a lot of the stuff on what. But for me, it hit all those notches except for how the darkness of it is.
Yeah.
The next one's just gonna be black.
Yeah, right.
Batman pop out of it.
Oh, there's a moonlight hitting him just ever so slightly. I kind of see.
It's gonna be like straight horror movie and stuff. It's gonna be weird. But
I like the darker films though. I think it adds a certain ability to it. I can understand why you want to see what's happening, but at the same time, becoming part of the shadows is part of Batman as well. So
I also watched it wrong. I watched it at 6 o'clock in the morning and not midnight.
Right. That's what I love so much about that beginning of the movie, though. I love that we've already got a Batman that's kind of again has at least a year under his belt, right? As you were saying. So there's people doing stuff and then looking into the shadows, thinking Batman could be there.
Yeah,
scares the shit out of him. So
I love that they dropped the paint can or whatever, and he's looks into it scared, and the other robber guy's scared to look into the dark. It's
runs the other way, basically, right?
Yeah, great. It was great.
No.
And I enjoyed the ending of it. I thought the ending was wrapped up well. I didn't mind the runtime of it.
Yeah, it's a little long.
It's a little long.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's a little slow at parts, but at the same time, it's always tough when you got the first movie, and you want to lay good groundwork. You kind of have to take that extra time to set all your characters, especially give them make some of these characters matter.
Mm-hmm.
We say all that, and as I said earlier, I still felt like Alfred was cut short. It was a 3-hour movie that, for the most part, every minute, had something to it, even if it was staring into the darkness.
Yeah. But it allowed them to do all those great color contrast scenes, with the flare in the stadium and stuff.
Yep.
Doing things like that allowed them to get away with these beautiful scenes. I thought, with the different colors in the backgrounds, especially the car chase scene. being dark like that, you only really got to see the rain and the fire and like the headlights and stuff. So like seeing some of the stuff is just great.
Yeah.
Compared to other scenes where he's talking and it's just dark, it's like it's a little light, just a little light in, not too much, but just enough to where like you can maybe see some surrounding stuff. So it was just a little weird to watch.
Yeah, that's the one thing. The one thing about the end of the film that I didn't like too much is Batman didn't. He won, but he didn't really win. You know what I mean? Like Gotham's pretty fucked up.
That's what I liked about it.
Yeah, right. Like there's a.
That's what I really enjoyed. That's why I saw the ending of it. How much I liked. Because he the Riddler lost, but he won a little bit.
In a sense, well, the Riddler thinks he lost.
Yeah,
and I think the Riddler lost because his goal wasn't to destroy Gotham in that sense. It was basically destroy Gotham's soul. You're right, or whatever.
Yeah, so. that fight scene in the stadium was awesome.
Very good.
Batman
what did he inject himself with? Is that just like... Because that wasn't really explained, or like there was no like pretext to it or anything.
It looked like the Bane juice.
That's what I was like. It was green, right? It was.
Yeah, it was green.
So, just one of those little things is like, maybe you'll.
Usually, like you see some of those movies where the guys give themselves like shots of adrenaline, right?
Right.
But it's like
that's kind of what I thought it was, or that's what I figured it was. You know, after seeing what it kind of popped up and then did whatever he did. So, also liked. Yeah, I also liked the fact that the bad guys weren't missing. They were hitting him. It's just his suit, so it wasn't the old Star Wars trope where nobody can hit shit.
Yeah,
so
that shotgun blast was fucking brutal, dude.
That was. That's what rocked him. That's what rocked his world. So.
I lost you for a second there. Am I still?
Yeah, you're still good.
Still good. Okay.
I feel like they didn't make him seem like as good as a fighter than the previous ones.
Well,
like, again, I've never seen Batman take so many hits.
Well, that's another thing. Is like the only backstory he has in terms of training is from Alfred. There's no mention of all this other stuff of Ra's al Ghul, training him, or the, his syndicate or whatever, doing this stuff that kind of got, that pushed Batman to that next level of fighting, right?
Yeah, because that was the old Batman's fighting scenes were fucking dog water, dude. Those things were not very good because of just the time choreography, things like that.
Yeah.
Actors portraying them.
Yeah.
The Batman Forever and the Batman and Robin ones were okay, but they were just those were really cheesy fight scenes and stuff where the Bale Batman brought actual.
Yeah, he took that kind of
great fight scenes into those movies, and then the best Batman fight scene of all time has been Affleck's, dude.
Versus Superman or versus?
Yeah, versus not versus Superman, versus the kidnappers that kidnapped Martha.
Oh, okay.
Like in that scene, dude, where he comes up through the floor, and he's at the ceiling, and they all think he's still on the floor and shit, dude, and he just annihilates everybody in that freaking room.
Yep.
Shoots that crate, and picks it up, and like pulls it over and smashes that dude against the wall. He's out there killing motherfuckers, man. It's nuts, dude. That's my favorite. Like, that showed to me the power of like what a big Batman was, almost like a Frank Miller style Batman, just uber ridiculously strong. And whatnot. Where this one was like Trace was saying, his fighting wasn't as clean. It almost reminded me of like the first season of Daredevil, where he was getting beat up and hit and stuff, and then as you see him get better, like as those seasons go on.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, the fighting in Daredevil is so good though. Just from all the seasons, I love that shit. When you first mentioned though Ben Affleck, I was thinking of when he fought Superman and when Superman got like his powers back and he realized it, and he was like in his like Iron Man Batman suit or whatever, and he's just like, oh shit, proceeds to get his ass whooped. I was just like, wait, what? Then I remembered. Yeah,
well,
that part.
A little bit off topic here. So I watched the Snyder Justice League, right? Never seen the original Justice League, but I watched Snyder's cut.
Yep.
So I don't really know what happened in the other one, but what do you think about the fucking OP ass Superman coming in there at the end of it and just wiping the floor with?
I think that is because so for a lot of comics and a lot of other stuff, it's always kind of this thing, you know, because Superman doesn't want to kill. Even bad guys, he doesn't want to kill. So there's always this thing of him holding back, right? In all of his fight scenes and everything he's ever done. You know, and then sometimes when you get into the villain Superman stuff is when he becomes the strongest because he doesn't hold back. And that's kind of what this Superman almost entailed. I don't believe he's a villain at all, but I feel like he got to this point, you know, with being brought back and looking over everything where he kind of let himself loose a little bit more, which is why he seemed even more powerful than he had before. It was pretty close to like 100% Superman.
Yeah. I liked it. I didn't dislike it. I know that when I've read stuff that people were like, he just came in and like all the rest were struggling with him and he just comes in and just like,
it's fucking Superman.
Yeah. Superman, right? Like,
it's
Superman is
fucking OP. Superman. He is the strongest character in all of DC. So
yeah, then that's what, you know, because I didn't grow up being like Superman fan, so I don't know a lot about the lore. No, I mean I know the basics, right? But I never watched a lot of Superman stuff. I didn't read any Superman shit just because of the OP level that he's always been. I was always more of a Batman guy, right? So, but
I need to give you a list of those animated films.
Yeah.
That they did. There's like you watch like 6 of them because they lead up through the whole like between Superman and Batman and everything leading up all the way to I'm blanking on his name. I just had it. Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh. This is getting lost in the fonts, Trey.
Lost in the fonts. I'm always getting lost in the fonts. Dark Side. I don't know why I couldn't think of that, but it leads up through the whole Dark Side story, and it's really awesome.
Yeah, I have to actually sit down and watch that one too.
So, but yeah, that was one thing that sucks about how good, you know, that Snyder Cut was really good. We still didn't get to see Darkseid, and we won't get to see Darkseid, at least not through Snyder's eyes. So
yeah, that's watching that Snyder Cut is just it was frustrating. Like I wanted to do it to like pull myself to watch it, but it almost made it more frustrating.
You didn't realize you were gonna enjoy it, did you?
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it as much as I did, and then especially that small clip scene with Jared Leto's Joker, I fucking extremely enjoyed compared to everything else he'd ever did as Joker. I didn't really like, but that one scene where it's in the alternate universe and Superman's evil and they're like and he hands out the card and shit, dude. It's just and they're talking about Robin and stuff. It's just that scene was bitching, and then it's like, oh, we're never gonna get any of this cool shit because people don't like fucking Zack Snyder. So
yeah, fucking bullshit. Kind of is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
we're getting there's always, I think, a sliver of hope because we're still getting another Aquaman.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe they keep going on with it. Be cool. Be cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this Batman. I was happy with Pattinson, man.
Yeah. I think
I can finally not knock him anymore for being a vampire.
Right.
So
maybe
we're gonna watch the kids across the street portray Twilight and watch those movies ever again in my life.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Twilight was amazing.
I know you like it, dude. I just never understand that shit.
Maybe one day you'll like Kristen Stewart.
No, that's never.
No?
I'll probably like Natalie Portman before I like her.
I think the latest one of her. There's a couple films that she's done recently that I've liked. Underwater, I really liked that movie. And then what was that funny Charlie's Angels. I think she was funny in that. But yeah, maybe one day you'll like her. Oh yeah, I've seen that, or I haven't seen that. But think about watching it. Natalie Portman. I mean, she's probably one of the smartest actors there is. In terms of book smart.
In terms of what?
In terms of book smart.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, to be the smartest person in the fucking world doesn't make you a good actor. I don't even know what the hate is. I don't know. I think it's just because of the Star Wars stuff. She's so bad in those movies.
She was 14.
She was not.
In the first one?
Yeah, there's no way. Was she? No, because she's older than me.
Yeah, no, she wasn't 14. She was
like
18.
20.
No, she was 81. She was like 18. Or she'd have been like 17 when they filmed it.
Alright, I'm going to have to find this out now.
Why don't you believe me?
Because
Phantom Menace was released in 99. She was born in 81. It's 18 years.
17, 18.
Yeah.
While filming, right? So I guess.
Yeah, and she was supposed to be portraying her as 14.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people knock that first one because she's like supposed to be, like they say she's so much older than Anakin, but they're only 5 years apart. That's not untypical, I guess.
It's okay if it's that way, right? If it's a chick going on to a dude.
Yeah, I know. But chick's older. Oh no, fuck the world. Chick can't be older. All right. Whatever.
No, that's bad, right? People nowadays, the thing's bad. No, I never.
Also, people were knocking like her poster that she has for the new Thor. She looks like she's got some muscle on her.
She's jacked, dude.
People were saying it's not her. It can't be her. People are
jacked.
I believe it. I hope so, anyways.
I watched a YouTube video the other day. They had like someone see her on set. They were like talking to her, or whatever. They were like, she's like fucking, she's jacked.
Ripped out for it. That is.
She put on a bunch of muscle for it and stuff too, like her arms and shit.
How could he hate her at this point now?
No. I don't hate her.
I know.
Making you look
She's probably
bad.
a great person. And all these other stuff that are positive about her in her life. And just something about her acting comes across as just like really fake.
Okay.
I can't get lost in her characters. I don't know what it is.
I understand.
Like, I liked her in Viva Vendetta. I liked her in that. But, you know, trying to think of another movie that I liked her in.
I don't even know what else she was in.
No Strings Attached with Ashton Kutcher. It's like
Oops, that's not one.
rom-com movie back from 2 years ago. I mean, Leon the Professional, right? She was like fucking 5 years old.
Yeah. Wait. No, that was was that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Why am I thinking that was someone else? Yeah, that was definitely her.
Yeah, she was young. She was like 13, right? 12.
Yeah. 13.
So, she's good in that. I'm gonna look at some more movies here, make sure I'm being a complete asshole about it.
Annihilation? You didn't like that one? That was a little. You haven't seen that one? It's okay.
It was like it was on some stuff that I was gonna watch. It was on my list, and then when I actually went to watch it, it was like that, and then The Arrival. So that other alien movie I haven't seen.
Arrival was better.
It's never been on anything, so it's like.
Mm.
And now it finally is. It's on Amazon Prime with ads, but that's fine. I'll watch it.
Yeah. No, you should definitely watch Arrival. That's good.
She was someone else. I can't remember. I'm sure she's in other stuff.
Yeah.
She's better than Kristen Stewart.
Damn it.
I'll rewind on it.
You gotta take a poke somewhere.
I got to.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if I'd give. Yeah, I don't know if I'd give this Batman a 9, but I'd give it a top half score for sure. Tracy gave it a 0.
I'm not that low.
A 1. Give it a 1.
Like
A
a
2.
4?
I've seen way worse movies.
Yeah, Monster Hunter.
It's because it's.
Dude, Monster Hunter is
There's nothing
probably
wrong
a
with it.
2 for me. Oh my gosh. Seriously?
What was wrong with it?
You didn't think the CGI was funky at all?
No, not really. Well, I mean, a little bit, but it's not terrible.
Like watching 1990s Charmed CGI?
Yeah, no.
I haven't seen it, man. So
Not good. The story had no direction. They were just... I don't know what was going on, man.
How did, like, the Monster Hunters... Did they have, like, a bunch of military gear and shit in there and stuff?
Yeah, that did nothing.
Is Monster Hunters supposed to be, like, running around with swords and...
Yeah, it's a video game. Yeah, you're supposed to be... Yeah. What should I do? There's good parts of it, obviously. There gotta be. Otherwise, I wouldn't have given it a 2. There's at least 2 good parts in there. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't understand some of it, I guess. Maybe. Who knows?
Did you like the new Spider-Man, Trace?
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
What? What are you waiting
Why
for?
haven't you seen it? I thought you said you bought it.
No, I haven't bought it. I was gonna buy it.
Me and Skylar just bought the DVD.
I was like, every time I go to buy it, like, me and Rebecca end up leaving. We go out of town on the weekend, so it's like...
Definitely
like, during the week we don't watch movies, so...
top 3
She
Marvel
doesn't
for
watch
me now.
movies.
Top 3 Marvel for you? That's probably up there. It's probably up there. I think it'll crack your top 5.
Oh, I'm sure. Dude, anything with that set of cast in there is, and then with how much I like the other Spider-Mans, I'm sure that I like it just as much. So there's only one Spider-Man movie I don't like, and that's Spider-Man 3. It's a very one, and even that I still watch because I still like it. So it's like it just doesn't hold up. It's good.
I didn't like with the one with what's his name? Andy Garfield?
You don't like Andy Garfield?
Oh, I love those.
I don't.
Yeah.
I love those too.
I love both of them. I think they're both great.
They are great.
Huh?
He's got a weird sense of... He doesn't have our sense of movies anyways. I think our tastes are pretty similar. I think that's what works so well. His tastes are just like... I don't fucking know what he likes.
Eat, Pray, Love, and Mamma Mia.
Dude, all of them... He was at my place the other day, last week. All the movies that I have. And I literally own, in my opinion, great movies. All of them, he was like, nope. I'm like... I don't know. That's him. He just has...
Dude, look at all the fucking movies I own. I own a lot of movies. But yeah. Oh, there's a lot of bad movies in your collection. Man. I'm sorry to tell you. That's alright. I own Thor Dark World, so, we all own bad movies.
We all own some bad movies. I'm sure that in my DVD collection somewhere I have my DVD Blu-ray collection, and wherever the hell that folder is there's some bad movies in that. I'm sure of
The
it.
new Suicide Squad movie, that's terrible. Worst movie I've ever seen.
You didn't like the new one?
You like the old one better than the new one? Or do you not like either of them?
Oh, I like the newer one. I like the older one better than the newer one.
They were both fine.
What?
You
The newer
see?
one was
I'm
terrible.
telling you. You don't like the fucking shark?
No!
Why the fuck not? That's fucking...
And then people are telling me to watch the show that John Cena's in. It's like,
Dude, that show is awesome. You haven't watched that yet, haven't you? Dude. Oh, that's hilarious.
it's like, why would I watch that after watching the new Suicide Squad movie? No.
Yeah, I liked it, dude. I don't think either of them are like great movies.
No.
or anything,
No.
but I think that the new one at least had some substance to it.
Yeah.
You both probably watch. Yeah, never mind.
What?
I mean, you guys watch anime, so I mean that. Or you probably watch anime, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this explains a lot.
Yeah, we're not in my basement.
That explains a lot.
You don't like anime?
I like maybe 2 shows that's anime. That's it.
Dragon Ball?
No, never.
You don't like Dragon Ball?
I never.
Oh my
watched,
god!
No, I never
Are you
watched
fucking
it.
about to say 7 Deadly Sins?
7 Deadly Sins, yeah.
I knew it, dude. You had to be something.
Dude, I know it just clicked in
So
my head
good.
what he. I'm trying to think of like, what anime does he watch? And then it fucking clicked to me. I'm like, no fucking way.
Don't like Fullmetal Alchemist, My Hero Academia, none of the others.
He probably has never even fucking seen him.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude. It's so good, dude.
Fullmetal Alchemist is probably the #1 anime I'd recommend to anybody.
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, yeah. It's amazing.
It's on Netflix. You need to watch it.
I don't know.
You got plenty of time. He just quit his second shift job. He's got plenty of time to watch movies now.
Do they speak English?
Yes, they speak English. I don't watch any animes. I don't watch not anymore anyways. I used to, but it got to be too much work. It is a lot of work. It's just to watch the show.
I usually have to watch it twice when I watch it subtitled because
That and, I don't know.
it's great.
Problem with animes with me is it's hard to get into them anymore. So the only animes I've watched in the past like 2 years are ones I have already seen. So I'm just rewatching the same ones. Other than like new shit. Have you seen Love, Death, and Robots?
Me?
Yeah, on Netflix. You should watch that. It's not like a chronological show or anything. Like each episode is its own little thing. But I think
Yeah, they're all short.
they're all short little animations that are really, really good.
Fucking good ones, yeah. There's some really good ones.
Oh, you're frozen. You're looking off and you're thinking, oh, hey, you're back.
It's my thinking face, dude. I had to pause the screen.
Oh, I should rewatch Death Note. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, see,
I'm thinking about animes.
Man, it's good. It's good stuff.
There's a lot of good stuff. I understand the ripe on it and why it gets, the kind of.
Kyle, do you watch the new Halo show?
He doesn't have Paramount. I know that for sure. I'll watch it when it's fully out. I'll get Paramount again and
It's
I'll just binge it and then close Paramount down because there's nothing on Paramount.
There could be way more action in it, actually.
That's why I've heard. I've heard that it's not. I also heard that he reveals his face in the first episode. It's it's something that we don't get at all throughout the entire game. So why is that something that we?
Treat that like the Mandalorian.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was hoping for. So.
But yeah, he does.
Master Chief's not supposed to be known. It's almost like the old school.
He's at least 7 foot, 8 foot tall, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's tall.
He towers above everybody at least, right? Okay, I respect him for that. I was about to say if he's 6'5", maybe, just as tall as he stands around other people not in suits and they're just as tall as him, I'm gonna be pissed because he's supposed to be the epitome of the human race. I know you didn't. I watched through the newest Halo video game, so I've seen its storyline and everything, and that was pretty good.
Excuse me. I haven't picked up a Halo video game since Halo 1.
I haven't really played much either.
I played Halo 3 for most of my childhood, over and over and over again.
We had that one Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, and you too. Both of you guys grew up on PlayStation, so.
Never had to worry about it. Cool.
Okay. We're at 50 minutes, so I think we just ended there.
Alright.
Unless you want to talk about Blade Runner 2049 that you haven't seen. Alright,
guys.
hopefully we'll be there next week. Bye.
Sick outro again.
Yeah. talking over the music. What the fuck, dude? I gotta redo it.